morning everyone, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome all subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button, please do subscribe. Here we are on a Wednesday morning, Wednesday, middle of the week. I'm here in Rochester in my flat with my lovely Chihuahua Max, who's sat on the top of the sofa there. If we just take a look outside my first floor flat balcony view here. My cat's just jumped onto the balcony, so turn it round. Here we are, balcony view, Wednesday morning. The sun is out, brilliant sunshine again, nice and hot, no thunder this morning. So we've had a small amount of rain and we're back to the hot heat. Pot plants, making sure they're watered in more ways than one. Right, let's go in. Max. Max. Come on. So, yesterday morning I got up and there was a thunderstorm. Today, brilliant sunshine, more heat. I like the heat, yes, but I just want a bit of a change from it now. Just makes you exhausted just to go anywhere. I was sat in a taxi for about 5 or 10 minutes, just sat in a traffic queue, burning hot in the back of the car. And it makes you get irritated, doesn't it? Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. It's the summer solstice today, aka the longest day of the year. So why not ask me to sing a song about summer?
Alexa, sing a song about summer.
I've been thinking a lot about what makes people happy. I've made a list and spent time asking why. Though results may vary, here's some kinds of merry. You're glad when mine's the only cloud in the sky. It's the sand beneath your toes. It's when stars shine bright on a warm summer's night. I swing by the ocean side, racing down a waterside and sand beneath your toes.
That was a nice song. Alexa, what's the day today?
It's Wednesday the 21st of June.
Alexa, what's the time?
It's 8:35 a.m.
Alexa, what's the weather forecast?
Right now in Rochester, it's 17 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast is partly sunny weather, with a high of 25 degrees and a low of 13 degrees.
And Alexa, can you tell me a joke, please?
Why did the cat enroll in police school? He'd always wanted to get into law enforcement.
Right, so I should have about one voicemail message from last night when my mother Jennifer left me a message.
Your EE voicemail. You have 1 new message and 10 saved messages. First new message. Received yesterday at 7:34 p.m.
Hello, Jeanette. It's me, your mum, Jennifer, speaking to my landline phone. I just had to ring you again to wish you good night and God bless. Thank you for visiting. Bye.
To listen to the message again, press 1. To save the message, press 2. To delete the message, your message will be saved for 7 days. First saved.
So guys, nothing has changed. My phone is full of messages from my mother. I'm just making the most of every day while that's what you do. Make the most of every day while you're alive. Whatever you've got, you make the most of. If you haven't got a lot, you make the most of it. I'm not really going anywhere today. I have to take my library books back because they're due on the 21st and somebody had a reserve on one of my books, so that means you have to take it back. I have to, otherwise I'll get slapped with a library fine. So this is the book that someone's got a reserve on. 2 people want this book. 5-Minute Magic for Modern Wiccans. So I've got to take this book back today, right? I don't stay in the library very long. Years ago I used to stay in Chatham Library for hours. I used to spend most of the day in and out of the library. So there you can see Medway Libraries, and it's due back today, which is the 21st of June 2023. So I've got to take it back. And last time I forgot about my library books. I ended up with a £13 worth of library book to go back. So my library books are going back. I've reserved a book on Levi Belfield. I've also got a book to pick up, which is I asked the library to get hold of me, and that was a book on how Levi Belfield was captured. So I'm going to get my reserve book, go to the library, wander down Rochester High Street, where I haven't been for a while, and maybe nip into the cathedral, have a look around there and just try and get I'm not going anywhere special because financially life is hard. It's hard. I might pick up a few things here and there, but the cost of living is double. I was doing my Tesco home delivery shopping last night before I went to bed to find something to do when you're on your own, you know what I mean? So I was doing my home delivery shopping from Tesco's, and it's double the price. Everything is double. So a £40 shop will now come to £80 because everything's gone up in price. The Sun newspaper has gone up another 10 pence. It wasn't long before it went up to 80p, the Sun newspaper. It's 90 pence now. It's no joke. Especially when you're on benefit and you're struggling to live. Everything is double. I haven't got hardly anything in my shop and it's double the price. You know, a bottle of shampoo that was like £1.50 is now £3 or £4. It's ridiculous. Coffee, you could get a box for £1. It's now £3.20. So your shopping is double the price, but you're not getting more for it. You're actually getting less. You're not getting more for your shopping, even though it's dearer. It's less. So money, you know, is not worth what it used to be. I was just shocked, absolutely shocked how much a ready meal is now. You used to be able to get a ready meal for £1.50. Now you're looking at £3-4 just for one meal. I can't go anywhere. I cannot go anywhere. I cannot travel anywhere. I cannot go anywhere. It's just out of the question. The money that would be spent on train fare, because I can't drive, train fare, bus fare. I don't know how much the bus fare is now. That's probably gone up. I can't go anywhere. You've got dog food, cat food. I could get a box of cat food for £3. Over £5 now, just for a box of cat food. I've got 2 cats. I've got a dog. So, I mean, you're looking at 12 pouches. I've got 2 cats. That's not even going to last a week. You're spending £20–30 on dog and cat food when it used to be 15. I mean, it's just, you can't live. I treat myself. If I treat myself to something, then I've got to go without something else. And I have to be careful. If I've got a bit of money, my electric is going every 3 days. No word of a lie. When I next get my benefit, the electric, gas, straight away, £30 on each, that's £60 out of my benefit gone. And then, you know, it won't last. A week down the line, I need to top it up again. It's awful. Last night, I obviously got home from my mum. My mum was in a jolly mood. She was in a happy mood yesterday. I was tired and I was feeling a bit fed up. One of the same mundane, monotonous, boring routine, and struggling to keep my electric and gas on and feed my pets and myself. It's monotonous, it's boring, right? Life is. It can be. And I thought, right, I've got to take my Max out for a walk, right? Dodging that Charlie character, because I'm not interested in him. I don't think it's funny what was done to me. I've got to walk across the field after he humiliated me and walk down Rochester High Street after he was doing the same. And this is my area, this is where I live. And I have to hold my head up high, say fuck it, I'm not letting anyone spoil my fucking life, and just go outside and make out it's not happened. Right? It has affected me. When you tell a guy not to do something, they shouldn't do it. Right? Now I've got to avoid this character, which is very difficult to do, and he's obviously very popular, and I'm not, and it makes me look the villain, and I'm not the villain. I just wanted a friend, nothing more. And when a chap goes past your personal space in invading it, I mean, just made me feel a bit uncomfortable. So I've got to take my library books back and just carry on as if nothing's happened. And believe you me, it's not happening again. That's why I can't work. It happened in a training area. So I took Max out early. I thought I want to avoid this character, so I went out early. Straight onto the field, and obviously it's hot. It was hot at night, boiling, stifling. I'm on my own. And he obviously said that, you know, if I needed help to ask him, he would be my chaperone, and I don't want that sort of help, thank you. Holding my hand, kissing me is not helping me. So I'd rather be on my own and not forced into a situation I don't want to be in. And I was going around the field. There was a lady behind me, there was a group of people sat on the bench. You're going to get loads of people outside. It's hot, and why not? People want to sit outside. It's boiling inside my flat. I feel like I'm melting like a snowman. Not a problem with that. Walked around the field, and then a guy with 2 chihuahuas is walking round that way, So I go off to the side onto the top. I can't be doing with all the barking and yapping, you know. I just want to walk my dog and go home. So I walk around the field and no sign of Charlie. Walk around and then someone comes onto the field as I'm trying to get off, and silly me, there's holes in the field. There's holes, like potholes in a road. There's holes in the field. Dogs dig, there's holes. I didn't see a hole, so I fell in the hole. And I felt stupid and silly and embarrassed. I fell in a hole. And I scratched my leg to fuck. And I twisted my left ankle. And I fell in this hole, twisted my ankle, fell in the hole, and I've scratched my left leg to fuck. It's painful as well. So I don't know how I'm going to show you this. I should take the camera to the sofa and show you my scratched leg. Look, there it is. I fell over yesterday on the field and scratched my left leg to pieces. It stings like fuckery, it's painful, and I've got to go out and take a library book back. That stung like buggery last night when I was trying to go to sleep. That now you know it's me. I've got scratches all down my left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 10 scratches on my leg from falling over into a big hole. Well, what happened is I didn't see the hole. I was walking across the field and my foot bent into the hole. I twisted my ankle, fell down, and as I got up, I scratched my leg, and it's on that field, like it's all grit, and I scratched myself. We all do it. I fell over at the beach in Margate. There was a big hole. I got blinded by the sunlight, didn't see the hole, and fell into it like a sandpit. And everyone thought that was funny. Fortunately, when I fell in that hole last night, nobody saw me, and I don't make a noise when I hurt myself. I don't. I just get up and carry on. Came back off the field, my leg was really stinging, and I got back into my flat. I washed the wound, because you get all sorts of like germs and that. Washed the wound, and then I put Germaline on it, which stopped the stinging. I put Germaline on it, stopped the stinging, and I just carried on as I usually do. My mum rang, and I just put I'd started watching a Brian Harvey video around my mum's, and I wanted to see the end of it. So I came into my flat and put the rest of the Brian Harvey video on, and I see how Brian Harvey is struggling, how he's got that wound in his side that should be seen to, and he's still got a fucked up kitchen, and how, you know, like, how can you do anything when no one listens to you? I quite agree. My life has gone the same sort of way. I've been trying to fight for justice. My child was taken off me when he was 2.5. He is now 18 in December. So I went to 5 or 6 solicitors trying to get my child back. They all sided with my ex, and I've ended up losing my kid forever. He doesn't want to see me. You know, there is no justice in this country, and it seems that the perpetrators get all the help and the victims don't. I mean, look at Levi Belfield being able to have his human rights and get married in prison, And what about the victims? What about the women he murdered and their families? It's absolutely disgusting. This country is disgusting. We've got MPs with fat bellies, Boris Johnson's, with all that, having parties during lockdown when we all lost loved ones, and it's sensationalised in the newspapers for all the wrong reasons, and there's victims everywhere suffering, while MPs' bellies are getting fatter, royals' purses are getting richer, and no matter what anybody does or says, it still continues. Like no one cares. Don't you think victims have rights? Victims of these perpetrators have rights. I personally have had to go on with losing my child, and really all my children, and just that my dad told me to get on with it, and he was a perpetrator. He said, forget you've had children. How can you forget you've had children? And he was allowed to abuse me, and I'd called the police several times, and they never did a thing. And people laugh, oh, it's funny, is it? It's funny. And there's Brian Harvey trying to fight for justice as well, and people are laughing at him, saying he's mad. And of course people that have been abused take to drugs, drink, and anything that makes them feel better. Of course they do, and you do lose your temper. It's the injustice of it all. It's disgusting, you get cross. It's not madness, it's the country's fucked up. This country is a laughing stock. Oh, everyone comes over here because it's too soft. The prison system is too soft. The judges are too lenient. The punishments are outdated. Prisoners laugh. I mean, Levi Belfield was laughing in one of his interviews, like, oh, yawning, oh, so what? He killed women, fucked up their families' lives. And he's just yawning like he doesn't give a fuck. If the police had done their job in the first place and investigated it properly, he would have been caught after the first one, not the third, fourth, or how many others he murdered. They don't do their job properly. I see police more in the co-op buying food and getting coffee than actually down the street patrolling. Since the Queen's died, it's got even worse. Because Charles and Camilla don't seem to care less. Getting all fancied up in their uniforms and their clothes. They don't give a fuck about the common member of the public. Don't give a fuck. They're in the newspapers making more money than they've got already, while people are struggling to eat and heat their homes up in the winter. It's not so much now, but when is this food prices going to stop to pay for the royals' activities? Because that's what I believe it's doing. It's paying for the royals' activities while we're all suffering. And they're far too lenient with Boris Johnson. Far too lenient. This whole country to me is a joke. If I could move out of it, I would. It's a laughing stock. It's ridiculous. People come over here because Britain is easy. You can get away with it. I mean, you've got criminals hiding in this country, hiding that'll never be caught because the police are bloody useless. Anyway, guys, Alexa, famous birthdays.
Today's famous birthdays include American actor Chris Pratt, American recording artist, singer-songwriter Lana Del Rey, American whistleblower, and former National Security Agency contractor Edward Snowden, senior grandson of Queen Elizabeth II, elder son of Charles, Prince of Wales. Second in line to the throne's Prince William of Wales, and American actress and musician Juliette Lewis.
Alexa, is it Prince William's birthday today?
Prince William of Wales' birthday is on June 21st.
Oh, it's Prince William's birthday today. Prince William, happy birthday. Alexa, how old is Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt is 44 years old.
And Alexa, how old is Prince William?
Prince William of Wales is 41 years old.
Right, so Chris Pratt shares his birthday with Prince William and they're both in their 40s. And Alexa, who is Chris Pratt? Alexa, who is Chris Pratt?
Christopher Michael Pratt is an American actor. He rose to prominence for playing Andy Dwyer in the NBC sitcom Parks and Recreation.
Alexa, define the term Pratt.
Pratt is usually defined as the buttocks.
Pratt is the buttocks. Alexa, what is a Pratt?
Pratt is a noun meaning the buttocks.
So, it's actually Chris Buttocks. Chris Buttocks. Chris Bum. Pratt apparently is the buttocks. The buttocks is the bum region. Learn something new every day, don't you? Or a prat is an idiot. A prat. Stupid. Idiot. Twat. Prat. Chris Pratt. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't mean the actor Chris Pratt is a prat, but when you call someone a prat, don't you? A fanny, a stupid idiot. This is the world we live in, guys, and I just have to get up every day and just ignore it and carry on and do my own thing. The world of make-believe, stupidity. Ignore stupid behaviour and just get on with it. Ignore the stupid characters and just get on with the day on my own, which is now what I'm doing. I don't know when this idiocracy began, whether I was a tiny little girl or someone decided to keep me in this bubble with idiots. I don't know. But I'm just getting on with the rest of my day. I'm going to have my coffee, put some more Germaline on my leg, and I'll see you later.